Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are talking all things vision board and creating a vision board that works for you. So if this is a video that you're interested in, then please keep on watching. So a vision board relates to your life's direction and where you see yourself in the near future. Whether it's short-term goals in the next few months or it's long-term goals in the next few years, that's basically a vision of your life. Where do you see yourself? And we shape our lives by the way we think, our thoughts, and as you know that we are visual creatures, and having those pictures just in front of us keeps it at the forefront of our mind, and it helps us to remain focused on exactly what it is that we want and what it is that we are going after. And just putting it on paper makes it even more real and just kind of cements the vision that you want for your life. So that's basically essentially what a vision board is. So you can have a digital vision board, which is what people have been doing lately on Canva and stuff, and I will try insert some video footage of that. Or you can just do the simple plain old vision board where you cut up some pictures of your goals that you're trying to achieve. You paste it on a poster, you put it up on your wall so that you can see it every day. The digital one is also very nice because every time you open your phone, you can see it. Maybe you can save it as your screensaver, your lock screen, or the background. You can save it as your desktop background. So there are just so many ways to really utilize the vision board and to see it every single day, because it needs to be a constant reminder so that you keep on working towards those visions. And one of the Bible scriptures that I love, that I just feel like really cements why we should have a vision board and just the importance of it, is Habakkuk 2 verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it." How powerful is that? You need to be able to see where you are wanting to go. Because if you don't have a vision for your life, you don't have a purpose for your life, you slowly just start to die inside, and there's nothing that you're really looking forward to. So I absolutely love it. And in a study that was recently done, researchers found that in athletes, visualization was almost as effective as physical practice. Imagine that. Visualization was almost effective as physical practice. So they were visualizing in their minds, practicing, seeing themselves fit, strong, winning, and that's what came out when they actually did the physical practice. So that is huge. And also I just want to read Proverbs chapter 29 verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish. You die, essentially, because what are you living for? I know some people say, well, I don't need a vision board, the vision stays here, and that's cool. Like, honestly, you don't have to create a vision board if you don't want to, if that's not your thing. But I just find that it's a really powerful tool to really laser focus on what you really want, and for you to actually see it on paper, like, okay, this is what I want, like, this is what I'm working towards. So I highly recommend creating a vision board. So let's get into just some of the things that you need to do in preparation towards your vision board. Some of these things I actually touched in my New Year planning and goal setting video, which I will link up here. But just some of the things that you can think about really is, first of all, before you think and put pen to paper, pray. Pray for wisdom, pray for knowledge, so that the desires of your heart align with what God wants for you. Because I feel like sometimes the reason why we don't achieve our goals is because God wasn't in it in the first place. Like, sometimes we just be like, here God, and then we just sometimes expect God to just bless our plans, and God's like, but I had better for you. But okay, so that happens. So for me, that's really just key. That's really just number one, asking him to really just show you what it is that He wants you to do, and that everything aligns so that you are not pushing and working in vain. And you know when you can feel, yo, here I am working like nothing is just coming together, and you literally just doing it out of your own strength. So next, you need to really sit down, reflect what is important to you, what are you trying to do with your life, where are you trying to go. And I feel like your short-term goals need to also align with your long-term goals, because what's the point? It needs to be building blocks towards your 5-10 year goal. And I kind of like to work backwards, so I like to think of like my 5-10 year goals. And I know we all change. We're gonna want different things probably in the next year, and that's okay. You can change your vision. It is yours after all. So I like to work backwards so that I can break that 5-10 year goal into small amountable goals, and that's how I get to my short-term goals, which is like a year. And I've always done a vision board for a year, but I've actually been wanting to do my 5-year vision board, but that's a chat for another day. So write it down, what is important to you, why do you want to achieve these goals, and that will give you a head start on how to begin. Like I said in the New Year planning and goal setting video, that I believe a person is not one-dimensional. There are different areas of our lives that make us who we are, that are very important to us, that contribute to our lives. So why not set goals for each of those sections or those areas of your life? And for me, I have 6 of them. So I have the spiritual, I have the financial, I have the physical/health, I have the mental, I have the career/business, and I have the relationships. So all of those really make up who I am, and I believe that when all of those come together, it gives me the best version of me. So just to quickly give you guys, some ideas just to brainstorm. So the spiritual, you want to grow closer to God. Maybe you want to wake up in the morning and start spending time with God, reading the word more. If you're not going to church, start going to a local church every Sunday, just participating in the church. What else? You can start fasting more, you can start praying more, because these are all spiritual disciplines that God really wants us to do. So that's just in the area of spiritual. So next is financial. So maybe you are trying to save for a holiday like I am. How much do you need? So do your research on exactly where you're going, how much is it going to cost, flight, accommodation, food, spending money, all of that. So maybe it's a trip. Maybe you just want to have a savings account for like emergencies. So look at your budget and see how much from your salary or how much from whatever other income is coming through, how much percentage can you take. I know there are a lot of financial people that say 10 to 20% should go to savings, but obviously that is very dependent on your financial status currently, because honestly, saving in South Africa is a luxury. Like, things are really bad right now in this country, so don't feel any pressure to save if you cannot save. So those are just some of the examples I can think of in terms of financial. Then we have physical/health. You're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get thicker, you're trying to get thinner, you're trying to eat more protein, more vegetables, more fruits, less starchy foods, less junk food, less takeout, less snacking. So you're trying to drink more water. All of that stuff can sort of fall into physical and health. Then we have the mental health, going to therapy. Guys, therapy is where it's at. That's all I'm gonna say. Journaling can help for those who feel like I'm not about to go talk to a complete stranger about my problems. So then we have also just on mental, I think detoxing from social media I think can also fall under mental, because social media would really be playing up in here and it just be like a cassette just replaying and just seeing how people are living their best lives when you are not. So I think that could fall under mental as well. Things that can help you just clear your mind. So maybe, taking a walk, going to the spa, self-care. There's so much. Then we have career/business. You're trying to get a promotion at work. You need to put that down. You're trying to make a career move. You need to put that down. You want to start a new business. You need to put that down. There's a lot under career and business that you can put. And then lastly, for me, I have relationships. So these are romantic relationships or family and friends. So romantic, you don't have a partner, you want to have a boyfriend, you want to have a girlfriend, put that down. You want to get married, put that down. With your family, you're not so close with your family, you want to start making more of an effort spending time with them, put that down. You want to make more friends, put that down. You have friends but you're not making time for them, put that down. So all of these things truly just make up who we are as an essence. If there's anything I forgot, let me know in the comment section. But those are the 6 areas that I am going to be focusing on this year. And then we come to the fun part where we put down all the pictures and Googling and all exciting, because now you kind of have a picture of, okay, these are the 6 dimensions in which I'm going to set goals around. Then you get your pictures. So I love to get my pictures from Pinterest. That's really easy. Just search for fit black girl. For example, you see all the fit black girls. Search for water, search for healthy recipes. Any pictures that are going to really visualize and give you that picture of what your goals should look like. You can Google, you can look through magazines. Magazines sometimes is very time consuming. So if you don't have time, just Google it, because then you're going to get exactly the picture that you want. But if you want to just have fun with it and you relax, you go at a slow pace, then definitely magazines is the way to do it. And then obviously there's the digital aspect. So obviously you're not going to take from magazines, you're going to Google and stuff like that. So obviously you want to put your vision board where you can see it, because if you're going to put it somewhere where you're going to see it once a month, then what's the point? Because the whole point of a vision board is so that you can see it every day, so that you can be reminded of your goals, what you're working towards, what is important to you, and what really makes up who you are. And like I said in my previous video, I don't believe that you should be this self-improvement project all the time and this new year, new me. But I think we are a work in progress all the time, and every year brings up something new, and I believe it's a chance for us to be better than we were the last year, and to just really grow and improve on ourselves. And I think we will do that till the day we die. So that's what's really fun. It's about the journey, it's not necessarily about the destination. It's also a way to reprogram our minds, to remind us that every decision that we make is either leading us closer to our goals or further away from our goals. And for me, it really keeps me motivated, because I want to be a woman of integrity. So if I said I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So if I put on my vision board, I'm going to lose 5 kgs, best believe I'm going to lose 5 kgs. I mean, sometimes I can be a bit competitive with myself, and sometimes you need that. You need to be competitive with yourself, not with your neighbor. You are competing against you and being the best version of you that you can be. I love this quote by Marilyn Monroe. It says, "The sky's not the limit, your mind is." And I think that goes towards when you are setting your goals. Is it too easy? Like, I can achieve this in literally a month? Or are you stretching yourself, you're putting yourself out there? It's gonna require a bit of faith. It's gonna require some God in this, like, oh God, you need to do something here because I cannot do this on my own. But also, let's just not be so super spiritual, if I can say, and just think things are just gonna happen just because I put it on a vision board. You have to work. And I love the scripture in James 2. It says, faith without works is dead. So you need your faith, and you really need to put some work into it so that we can actually achieve something. And lastly, just to close off, I just want to say, don't limit yourself. You are capable of so much more than you ever could think or imagine. So I really hope that you guys create your vision boards. It is not too late. Honestly, we're still in January. So create the life that you want, because it's up to you on how your life story develops. And you want to be a part of that. You want to say, you know what? I really put my foot in. I did my best. And even if you only accomplish like 8 out of 10 goals, that's amazing. That's better than what you did last year and the year before and the year before that. We're not comparing to other people. We're comparing to ourselves and just seeing that growth and how far you've come from where you were in January to December. Like, that's amazing. And I think that's going to motivate you for the next year as well. So I really hope that you guys get to creating your vision boards and that you enjoy it. It's really a fun process. I really love it. And just looking at my vision board every day just really gets me excited. Because sometimes life can be dull, can be boring, and you feel like you don't have a purpose, you don't know what you're living for, you know? Like, why am I even here? And just some of those things on this vision board can just remind you of why you are needed and, you know, the part that you have to play here on this earth. So it's very purposeful, it's very intentional, and very mindful as well. Our subscriber for the week goes to Onika Anna. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this vision board video, and let me know what other videos in terms of wellness or productivity that you guys would love to see. I love you guys so much. May your day be ever flawless as your makeup.
Tell me what you see in me.